Okay, folks, I am at my Violetta and Achocha trellis. And as you can see, it's pretty full. And as you can see, the Achocha tries to take right over. But let me give you an update on the Achocha. Now, it is growing pretty nicely, as you can see. And there is an Achocha that is almost mature. It's probably close to 4 inches long and almost, because they're still a little bit soft, almost ready for seed collecting. Now I've got 3 that I have quickly scanned that are ready for stuffing and grilling right now, and a lot more to come. But I have a lot that are eating size, like right there, cucumber tasting size. Then I have some that are little tiny ones, and then I still have all these blossoms. All right, there's still a lot of blossoms everywhere, so they are just starting. Now right here is a set of twins. Right, a set of twins. Another week those will be ready to stuff, believe it or not. So, and again, this is in amongst my Violetta, and it is raining a little bit, so I'm going to be very careful of what I touch for bean plants. Most of the Violetta are going to seed for next year, right? There's a bunch of them in there going to seed. So that is a good thing. See, they're all in through there. They're Violettas. If you start picking them when they first start becoming ready to eat, they are going to thank you for it, and they are going to multiply in beans for you. Now, look at that one. That one's probably close to 9 inches long. There are some that are between 8 and 10 inches long. So there's going to be some seed. And here is another Achocha that is not quite ready. And when the Achocha is ready for seed saving stage, I will break one open and I will show you. Actually, you know what? Let me see if this one is. That one is still soft. Let me go back to the other one, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back to this one, and I am going to pick it because I know I am going to have enough to show you other things to do with the Achocha. Now, I'm going to put you on the tripod. Hold on. Okay, so this is an Achocha, and let me pick one that is here is the cucumber stage tasting Achocha, and whoops. And the bottom one is a maturing Achocha, all right, for stuffing. So this one is good for eating raw, and it tastes like cucumber. This one is good for baking or seed saving, and it tastes like green bell pepper, okay? So right now, I was going to eat that one, but it landed on the pathway where, you know, the ducks, the chickens, and the geese and guinea like to walk. So that one will be composted, all right? So when they are young, they are a little spiky. When they get a little bigger, a lot of times they do not have the little spikes. There's one right there. But I am going to take my little garden knife, and I am going to show you what I do. Now, as you can see, there are little ribs. I am going to cut from the top to the bottom, lengthwise, along one of those ribs. But I'm not going to cut right straight down. I'm going to cut, well, I am going to cut right straight down, but what I'm going to do is just cut the peel. All right, because I don't want to damage the seeds. And then I'm going to open, so I don't stab myself, I'm going to put my knife away, right? So I have split that. So now I'm going to open it up and I'm going to show you what the inside looks like. And again, this isn't quite ready, but I want to show you. At this stage here, it still has that white pithy substance. You know, when you open up a green bell pepper, around the seeds, there's that white soft substance. Well, that's what this is here on the inside. All right, and right now, where am I? Right there. Right now, those seeds are still brown. Some of them a little bit white and brown, and it has that pith. As this gets older and more mature, that pith will disappear, folks, and those seeds will become black, and it'll be just a spiky, a little short, spiky something that the seeds are attached to, and you just take that out and you've got like a hollow pepper. Okay, so like I said, this is not quite ready. I don't eat them at this stage, and I can't save the seeds, but this was just demonstration, so I will compost this one as well. All right, so Achocha, almost ready. Now, how I can tell that they're almost ready or that they are ready for seeds, this one is still a little squishy, and when they're ready for seeds, they're hard, almost like a green bell pepper or a jalapeno pepper or a pepper that's ready to pick. That's what there won't be much give to the pod, okay? So there's that. Now let me show you. Seems I dropped that one and then threw it down. Let me pick another one that's cucumber eating stage. Now this is about 1.5 inches long. This is the size between 1 and 2 inches is good. 2 inches is perfect for me to eat like a cucumber. Now I'm going to cut this one right straight down in half like I did the other one. And you see that white stuff in the real small seeds? That right there you can eat. Tastes just like a cucumber, folks. So as these, excuse me, as these mature, and I will come back and I will show you more about the seed and when to collect it, and I'll just go over a little bit more with you about it, okay? So stay tuned a little bit if you're interested in the Achocha. And the Achocha, folks, is so worth planting. This right here, I don't know if I can do this. Hold on. Let me see. I'm not very good at this, folks. So you see the end of the trellis right here. Where am I? The end of the trellis right here. And you see the Achocha? The lighter leaves, okay? It goes all the way over here. That's 2 plants, folks. 2 plants. So they like to spread. They'll come up, and each limb will sprawl, and then there will be limbs off the limbs and limbs off the limbs. And if I took the time to pull one plant and untangle all the limbs and lay it out, that's a lot of limb, folks. I'd be curious to how many feet or how many yards one plant equals. It's a long ways, folks. It's very long. So as you can see, there's a lot of blossoms. There's a lot of small Achocha on there, and there are some almost ready for stuffing and baking, which I cannot wait for. That's one of my favorite things about Achocha. And after that will become the seed saving stage. All right. So definitely worth planting. Definitely put them in with your pole beans, folks. They just like sister and sister, brother and brother, blood and blood. They just love the same soil. They love each other's company. All right? All right.